This episode is brought to you by Prime. What if you had one more chance with the one that got away?
Sam.
You came home.
Based on the best-selling novel from Carly Fortune. Every Year After follows childhood friends Sam and Percy as they reunite in the dreamy, nostalgic lakeside town of Barry's Bay.
Love can be hard to find. So if you're lucky enough to find that person, never let go.
A second chance at first love. Every Year After, now streaming only on Prime.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. I'm in music class with my toddler. And so when you said that, my brain went, hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Should I do it and do a round of every person who's listening to the podcast right now?
Yes. Except I don't think we quite have time for that. So instead, let's just do a quick intro.
Great. Perfect.
Let everyone know what's going on. Hi, friends.
Well, hi. It's the summer, kind of, almost. It's like 11 days from official summer, at least here in this hemisphere. And
spiritually, it's the summer.
It is. I signed Jenny's yearbook. She didn't sign mine. And that's how you know it's summer, you know?
I signed your yearbook. It says right here, have a summer. I don't care what kind.
We have fun things happening in the feed. We also have a lot of things happening just outside of the pod feed. So we're here in the intro to tell you about those things. Jenny, you listened to this archival episode very recently. That's our first summer theme, is from the archives, special guests. And who else could we start with but Joanna friggin' Robinson?
Arguably the specialist of all guests.
Mm-hmm.
Our BFF of the pod. This is the first episode that we ever taped with her and the first conversation we ever really had with her.
Yeah.
Beyond just texting to schedule the taping. And you can hear it's just a three-way match made in heaven. What I was really delighted by listening was that Joanna tells us the story about her friend bringing taping Buffy for her and bringing her a VHS at school, which we
God.
just talked about
We
with her again
did in the
recently.
Watcher's Diary.
This is where true love plus orgasm equals -1 soul.
The birth of
This is the origin
Hellmath.
point of that equation. We don't actually say Hellmath.
Right.
We just
But the
do
gears,
an equation.
the abacus beads were shuffling back and forth in our minds.
Things have been sent irrevocably into motion. And it's also the first time we wonder about vampires being able to rent an Airbnb. Or Lair-B&B, if you prefer.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. What a cool thing. I mean, what's cool about making friends as a podcaster is if it happens on a podcast, you have a time capsule of the beginning of your friendship.
Yes.
That's
yes.
fun.
You know, I have a picture, one of my closest friends who I met when I was in 8th grade and she was in 7th grade and we are still friends to this day. We have a picture of the very first time that we hung out. We, like a bunch of us girls, you know,
You
me and all the
ladies.
other girls.
You girlies. Yeah.
Took the bus to a mutual friend's house and we watched Spice World. And as we were getting off of the bus, and walking to the friend's house, for some reason, my friend Tamara and I, we each had a camera. So we each have a picture of the other with a camera up to our face. Isn't that cute?
That's so fucking cool. I
Taking
love
pictures of each
that.
other at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, this podcast episode is kind of like that.
Yeah. Jenny and I have no record of the first time that we met, actually, at all. I mean, in my memory, I do, but we didn't take pictures of each other or make a podcast.
Maybe
and Jenny
next life.
Jenny had probably drank too much alcohol to even remember it. So we have a different first meeting.
Really neither here nor there. But what's important is that this month we'll be re-airing some of our very favorite special guest episodes. So stay tuned for that. We'll also have a new Watcher's Diary next week.
Also, you know, Joanna Robinson makes me think about a lot of things, but one of them is live events, because I think let's say we've done 10 live events in the last 10 years. She's definitely been at like 80% of them, if not more.
Yes.
Maybe 100%. I don't even know. We love to hang out both on the microphone, virtually, and in person. And so if luck is with us, Joanna Robinson will grace us with her presence in October. This is your warning, I guess, that there are literally as I'm saying this, there are 4 tickets that remain for the Friday night taping. So if you don't know, we will be at Littlefield in Brooklyn on October 16th and 17th. The 16th will be a live recording of a little episode called Homecoming. And the Saturday night will be a homecoming dance. Saturday, there's some tickets left. Friday, literally, there are only 4. We may have a handful more that we can release much closer to the date. But if you want to go to that Friday night taping, get there like now. You should have paused already and gone. Where? bufferingcast.com/live will take you to the ticketing page. Okay.
Also, hey.
It's been a very hard year, really, like in the Buffyverse. In many ways, there have been a lot of losses, and this one hits really, really hard. It's just been a couple of days since we lost Anthony Stewart Head, and he is so beloved to so many. Obviously, there's this like personal and then public sphere of a person, but his public presence touched so many lives, obviously mine and Jenny's included. We are very much grieving with all of you.
Yeah. It's really been a lot to see what so many people who were among the cast and crew of Buffy, and also people who were fans who had like personal interactions with him, have had to say in remembrance. It just is like a lot, and it is really just so sad that he's gone.
It is. He, from all accounts, was just a very beautiful human, a really incredible dad, both like to his actual daughters and then to like folks that he worked with, like Sarah and Allison and on and on. Just a really wonderful man, and he is incredibly missed. We want to honor him. I mean, if you ask me, I think we honor him nearly every time we talk about the show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because Giles is truly like the heart piece of this conversation so often. But we wanted to gather with you guys and watch some Giles-centric episodes. So save the date for June 24th. That's a Wednesday, I believe. In the evening, we'll pick a couple of episodes that are Giles-centric. There's far too many. I mean, there's no way that we're not going to watch Band Candy. I can guarantee you that will be one of the two. And we'll put our heads together to pick another. There's obviously way more.
My vote
than
is
two.
for A New Man.
A New Man. Yeah, A New Man was high on my list as well. But I also think that it would be really fun to encourage you all to watch other episodes together, because there are just limitless amount of wonderful Giles moments. So stay tuned for more information on all of that. But we would have definitely not been able to come up here in the intro and not talk about that a bit. And now I think we can teleport back to a time. Jenny, what year was it?
Simpler time.
17? 2017. I don't think anyone in 2017 would have called it a simple time, but
Yeah, that's true.
We did not feel it was simple at all in 2017. But I'll tell you what,
by comparison, it's wild.
One bright shining light was the fact that Joanna Robinson came into our life. So, Jenny, should we play the Joanna Robinson jingle since it didn't exist yet before we roll into the episode?
Let's do it.
Joanna Robinson is here to talk to us about her feelings on the Sunnydale Populace.
Hello and welcome welcome to Buffering the Vampire Slayer, a podcast where we are watching and discussing every single episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, even the painful ones, one at a time. I am Jenny Owen Youngs.
And I'm Kristin Russo. And this week, speaking of painful ones, we're talking about Season 2, Episode 14, Innocence. Stay tuned at the end of this podcast every week for an original song written by us, recapping the Buffy episode we are discussing.
Innocence was written and directed by Master of Pain, Joss Whedon. It originally aired on January 20th, 1998.
Oh, and this is the one, this IMDb summary. This is the one where Buffy and her friends battle the judge and face unexpected danger from Angel, who has lost his soul after experiencing a moment of true happiness.
I just feel like these IMDb things need to keep a few things back, don't you think?
Right? No poetry at all. And also, who's talking right now? Who is?
Oh my gosh. Well, this
Jenny?
is also the one where we are joined by a very special guest.
Sorry.
No. Well, now that everyone knows you're here, it's going to be even weirder for me to describe you as you listen. She writes Jon Snow conspiracy theories and also a lot of other stuff on VanityFair.com, and she co-hosts some of my favorite podcasts, including but not limited to Cast of Kings, Storm of Spoilers, Decoding Westworld, and Gen Pop. Please welcome the great and powerful Joanna Robinson.
Yeah!
Crowd noise.
Yeah, crowd noise, seriously. Well, welcome. Those are so many podcasts.
And that's not all of them.
Like,
It's
how
not all of them.
many hours in your day do you not podcast?
Guys, I don't want to stress you out, but today I'm recording. Well, you asked the reverse, but I will tell you, today I'm recording 3 podcasts. So.
Wow.
But don't tell the other ones. Yours is the one I'm looking forward to the most. Because if anyone listens to any of those podcasts, they know that no matter what we're talking about, I will find a way to bring it back to Buffy, because Buffy is like the most important pop cultural thing to me. So
Hell
I'm
yeah.
so excited to be here.
Gosh, we're so excited to have you on this podcast. And I mean, that's a great place to start, because you do have a very intimate, deep connection with Buffy, as many of us do. But we would love to hear, you're into Buffy.
Well, I started watching like right when it aired, and I don't know, I've gotten to the age of life where like sometimes you don't like to talk about how old you are, but anyway, I'm as old as Buffy was. Like I was exactly Buffy's age when the show came out, and so I started watching it like the first season, and I really liked the movie, and so I was like, okay, well, I'll see what this looks like a terrible knockoff of that great Christy Swanson Luke Perry joint, and I'll give it a try, WB, and then I really the first season we know is not the best this show has ever been, but I still liked it. And then, and then became full on obsessed in the second season. And actually, like I've told this story a lot. Usually I tell it around when we're talking about the episode Passions, but for a while during the season 2 of Buffy, I was not allowed to watch TV, and I don't know why. I must have done something wrong, and this is my punishment. And so my friend Luani used to tape it on a VHS tape.
Oh yeah.
And bring it to school and bring it to me so that I could then like take it home, and I was allowed to watch tapes, but I wasn't allowed to watch TV or something like that. I don't know.
What an
That
interesting
is a weird rule.
Yeah,
I
that's
could
an
watch
interesting
tapes on the
punishment.
weekend or something like I don't know what it was. Anyway, and like I couldn't record Buffy on my own. I don't know why this was the system, but this is the system that she would tape it, bring it to me at school, and then I would go home and watch it, and then I would come back and we would discuss it. Wow. And I remember when she like brought me the tape for, well, I don't want to spoil like your listeners and won't like say anything, but there's an episode in the future that like she brought me the tape and she was literally crying.
Oh my God.
And she was like, I can't talk to you at all about this until you see it.
Oh no.
And then I saw it, and I came back to school and I was crying. So it was like basically when I first understood what Joss Whedon is capable of. And that's not even this episode, which is in and of itself its own like crazy Joss Whedon-ness. But I remember you guys were talking, I think last week, about sort of the idea of the week by week cliffhanger between Surprise and Innocence, or like having to wait a week, and the fact that they did air them back to back on 2 different days. But I was like, I wanted to like, when you guys said that, when I was listening to your podcast and you said that, I wanted to be like, I had to wait until the VHS tape came to me from my friend. So,
Oh my God. And you know what we learned is that not only did this episode air the day after, but it aired on January 20th, and it aired right before the series premiere of Dawson's Creek.
Buddy. What a lead-in.
Right? What a day. What a day for television,
Like,
January
good job,
20th.
good job, WB programmers, because Buffy usually aired on Tuesday. And so, I mean, I don't know if that was true for the whole run, but that's the night I always remember watching, like, later episodes on. So if it aired on a Monday and a Tuesday night, like Surprise on Monday and Innocence on Tuesday, then this was, like, part of some, like, crazy WB strategy to, like, gin up as much interest as possible to lead into their new teen show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they actually, this was them moving Buffy from Monday to Tuesday. Like,
okay.
Surprise was the last time it aired on a Monday.
Okay.
And Innocence was the first time it aired on a Tuesday.
And then it found its home. All right.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah, we learned that because somebody emailed us and was like, this is the first episode I watched. And I remember it was because I was like tuning into Dawson's Creek and right, and caught in imagine this being your in to Buffy.
Whew, ragged.
And you're like, wow, this show is the best show on television. Yeah.
Shall we jump into this episode?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do it.
There's so much to tackle. We start with Drusilla. And I'm not like, I don't mean to spoil anything for anybody, but we're going to get a jingle before this is up. I know where it's coming, but nobody else does.
Wow, okay.
But yeah, so Drusilla has this vision of Angel. My biggest question about the pre-credits, well, I have two actually. But my biggest one is, who is the woman smoking the cigarette in the alleyway? Like, I want to know her story. You know what I mean?
I think she's a singer of a band that plays at the Bronze like once a month. That's my best guess.
That makes sense. On DJ Night No Cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that just the most brilliant? I mean, we're not there yet, but like, that's just the most brilliant way to like introduce that twist with like the flourish of smoke. Like,
oh my God.
As if we needed more creepiness in that moment, and then you have it. It's like, oh, it's so smart.
Oh,
so good.
There are a few things sexier than smoking your cigarette out of the neck of a woman.
Are we married?
I mean, that like blend of nicotine and platelets, you know, just like really hits you in the sweet spot.
Yes. But I thought this was funny too, because I feel like, I mean, this is an obvious thing, but like smoking is associated with evil. And it was like, Angel has turned, he literally must have a cigarette. Like, he can't even make it through his first kill without smoking a cigarette.
Right,
you know?
right. And he's smoking, you know, the next time we see him when he's with Spike and Drew as well.
Yeah.
Because smoking is bad.
'Cause
Smoking kills. You actually see a lot of anti-smoking propaganda in Sunnydale High School over the course of the show.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the 90s is really
that was the time.
Yeah, it was like everyone thought cigarettes were good for you until the 90s, I think. Something like that.
When we get Angelus, I mean, once again, I don't mean to be like skipping past things. When we get Angelus, is it my imagination? I mean, I feel like this has always been true. My perception is that they put more like whiter foundation on David Boreanaz to make him look extra undead when he's evil, like when he's Angelus.
Yeah, his makeup like across the board is so different in the episode.
Way paler, and then when he's in vamp face, it's like more developed. This episode actually won an Emmy for makeup.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which like after you said that, I think that's when I really noticed his vamp face, because he can like move his face. You know, when I remember the episode with Kendra when they were on the ice rink and they were kissing, it was like hysterical to me because his face, like he couldn't move his face at all. But yeah, so that's like the pre-credits are super sexy, smoking out of necks.
Yeah. Also, the whole like the pain is gone. I feel just fine.
Yeah.
Sort of like indicating that now that the demon has like re-inhabited this body, or now that the soul has been removed, that he is identifying like human qualities as painful.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like that's a huge thing in the whole episode of like, what is the real Angel? You know, like they play with that so much where he's like, no, now I'm Angel. What is the real evil? Or like, what is the real him? Is the real him the monster? Is the real him the ensouled him?
Right.
This is the eternal question, and the question the series will go on to examine. Does it ever really answer it? I say no.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't think so either.
I honestly think if it's Joss, he's probably going to be like, we are our monsters. We're both. We are our demons, or like whatever. Right. That feels like a Joss thing to say.
Yeah, totally.
sorry, does anyone want to mention anything before the credits? I don't want to take anything away from anyone.
No, I'm ready to go.
Just in case like people forgot from last week, I just want to give you guys props for mentioning that Angel put on literally all of his clothes when he got out of his apartment. It's the craziest thing that's ever happened.
It's so much. It's so many articles.
So many clothes. Like, not just like, oh, I'll throw on pants and a shirt, but like, no, I got a layer.
Yo, it's like
lace up these shoes.
It's saying. Like 2 socks, 2 shoes, pants, underwear, a t-shirt, a button down, and a coat.
Yeah, there was something in his mind that told him, you know what, Angel, you might need to like get up, kill somebody, run into the darkness. You might need to be prepared for this.
Do you think it would have been a better scene if we like maybe just pants on, no shirt, tattoo, shirtless, smoking a human angel?
Is that even, Joanna, is that even a question?
I think they should have gone shirtless. I think the layers were a mistake.
Yeah.
I think the fact that they had the opportunity to very easily narratively keep David Boreanaz shirtless and they didn't do it is kind of weird.
Perplexing.
Yeah, it's unusual for them.
Yeah.
some unusual restraint.
So how about Buffy and her guilty walk of shame in her mom's house?
Amazing.
I mean, her house too, but like it's very much her mom's house in this moment.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know, this really resonated for me, like that thing where you've done something, like had sex, and you just feel like everyone can tell.
Exactly.
Right?
And Joyce can!
And Joyce can. She's
she doesn't know what she can tell.
She doesn't finish her sentence. She's like, I don't know, you just look, and I want to know. What was she going to say? You just look?
Because at the end of the episode, she says, you look the same to me.
Yes.
So, like, at first in my notes, I said, Joyce thinks she looks different. And then I went back and went, Joyce thinks she seems different. Like, or Joyce is inconsistent with her observations. Is what
Joyce is confusing.
Well, she's got a busy week at the gallery, probably.
Yeah, she didn't even have time to make a cake, for God's sake.
Oh my God. Store-bought cupcakes. Store-bought. Come on.
No.
Come on, Joyce. I know you're like a frazzled single mom, but get it together. And I love how she's like, what did you do for your birthday? I'm like, Joyce, you don't know what your daughter did for her birthday. Come on now.
I know they're like roommates.
Yeah.
That gallery takes up too much of your time, Joyce. The thing I need to mention here, and I like warned you guys off air that I was going to talk about this, is like what Buffy is wearing when she sneaks back into the house and what she was wearing before is my favorite Buffy article of clothing, which is these resplendent giraffe pants. Of all the like too short, tight pattern pants, and she's got a few. These are by far my favorite, the giraffe pants. You guys noted, like you guys were very, smartly observed that she wears a lot of white in the last episode. So like, she's got like cream beige on top or whatever. But the giraffe pants are just like, of all of Buffy's outfits, that is my favorite.
Oh, that's what, you wear white before you have sex, and then after the traditional dress.
Yeah, the dawning of the giraffe pants, obviously.
Yeah. Right. So Buffy gets through the Joyce lie barely. I think she might be the worst liar.
She is a horrendous liar.
Besides Willow on the show, she just like, you were at Willow's, you couldn't even remember that you were supposed to be at Willow's house. Come on. But then she goes to the library and she has to, the whole episode, or a good chunk of the episode for her is like not being able to tell anyone what has happened because she's shy.
It's unclear. Well, having sex for the first time is a special time in a young person's life, potentially.
Yeah.
Not that you have to have sex, but if you do,
right.
Good job. There's a lot of feelings to be had all at once.
Yeah, she doesn't want her mom to know, or Giles.
Dad,
right. But
library dad. But like, I feel like if Angel hadn't like disappeared and she weren't worried, she would have come and immediately told Willow. Like,
right?
Especially since they had already talked about it. So like,
all that season.
Yeah, so if she hadn't been so like fretful, I think she would have pulled Willow aside and been like, "Oh my God, Willow,
right? I seized it,
but I did this."
So yeah, and then my next point of interest is when we find out we're gonna research now the judge, because we found out that the judge is assembled, and don't worry because Jenny Calendar will go on the net. She's gonna go on the net.
Classic Jenny Calendar. Calendar move.
Yes.
Straight to the net.
Straight to the net. And
Cast
then,
some bones.
And then Jenny Calendar has a lot of really good moments, or I don't know if good is the right word, but just really Jenny Calendar moments in this episode, because right after that, she's like lurking in the hallway.
Oh my God. Jenny Calendar, like going full Harriet the Spy is one of my favorite shots of this episode. Because I feel like that poor actress, like, I feel like, I think that they did not originally write Jenny Calendar to have this twist.
Oh.
And so, like, I think for her first few episodes, she was not playing this. And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, just kidding, you're here to spy on them. And so now she's like, right? Because there's no indication.
No.
They laid no track for this, because, you didn't have to telegraph it, but there could have been scenes earlier in the season where Jenny's like trying to keep Buffy and Angel apart, or like, asking weird questions, something like that. She never once did, but now she's just like, I'm gonna make up for lost time. I'm gonna lurk in the shadows. I'm ready. Now's my moment. So.
She's going hard. She's got that music cue that's like, da-na-na.
Oh, yeah. And then last episode too, with the like driving Buffy, where she's like, I'll give you a ride. Like, everything she does is like over the top. But good point. I hadn't thought about that. That like, if this had been a plan all along, they probably would have at least given us a couple of clues.
Something.
Got nothing.
I feel like I remember that. I've got as you guys do, I have a lot of Buffy facts in my head, and I feel like that's a true one, but maybe it's a made up one. So I'm not gonna like die on that hill. But
now we'll find out. Now that it's here, it's been given birth into the universe.
Yeah, don't worry. People who are listening will know for sure, and they'll inform us.
Someone is typing an email right now.
Yes. Someone has pulled over in their car to the side of the road.
Someone has gone to
Dear
a post.
Kristin and Jenny.
Yeah.
Someone's gone to a post on thebronze.com, and they're like, well, listen, on this date in the 90s, Joss wrote this on thebronze.com.
Oh my God. Thebronze.com is an untapped resource.
I have found some amazing things because the archives are all still there. So,
Oh man.
yeah.
Good stuff. I'm rounding the bend to my favorite
Your
moment
fave.
of Drusilla's, but I don't want to cut you off. You look like you might have something.
No, go for it.
It's all me. Okay, well, my favorite Drusilla line maybe ever.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to say with her, but I'm naming all the stars, and then followed by I've named them all the same name, and there's terrible confusion. I love her so much. This is my moment. There's a few in the episode, but this is where Drusilla gets her jingle.
Drusilla, you fill my heart with dread, and still I'm led right back to you.
That's also my favorite Drusilla line ever. And that was the thing about watching this episode, which I've seen this episode so many times, but when I was rewatching it, in advance of talking about it with you guys, I was like, there's not a second wasted in this episode.
Right.
Every single second, because like all the other B and C and D plots are also like evolving.
Yeah.
All the Willow and Xander and Cordelia and Oz stuff is going along too, and then you got Jenny and Giles stuff. Like you got all this stuff going on. But when Drew said that line, I was like, is my favorite Drusilla line also in this episode? Like, how is there room for the best Drusilla moment also in this episode?
Right?
So,
Oh my God.
yeah.
But it really,
It's really unbelievable how much good stuff is put like per square inch. It's just
yeah. I mean,
Because right after this, we get the beginning of like Angel's like an awful person, and Jealous is. And so like he's just being so awful.
yeah.
To
and-
Spike, and Spike is so emasculated, and it's just amazing, and it all starts here.
like we've spent so many episodes developing a love for Angel, so they really have to hit it out of the park in terms of like how despicable can we make this character in the span of one episode.
Ooh,
Turns out the most despicable.
Turns out they do a great, horrible job.
This is also where you find out that David Boreanaz can act, like, beg your pardon, but like
Right?
seriously, like you're like, okay, you can smolder. You were plucked from walking your dog on a street somewhere. Someone thought you looked good in a t-shirt. They were right. That's fine. You can wear necklaces. That's also fine. You can smolder, but can you actually act? And then like when he gets to do this in this episode, you're like, okay, all right, Boreanaz.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily been borne out for the rest of his career, but I would argue like this turn right here is like peak Boreanaz.
Definitely like a hello.
Yeah, I mean, like the flick of the cigarette, the pushing of the box, the like way he talks, like even the way he
talks, his face acting, like
Yeah.
he's crushing
He did a good
it and
job.
making us all feel terrible.
That great chorus girl joke that he like enters with. You're like sarcastic Angel. Where did you come from?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
we've literally only seen him be like brooding and quiet and sad.
and now we get these three,
Best throuple
right?
of the show to date.
I know that's I don't know if you have a nomination for the sexual tension award of this episode, but my nomination, and I think yours
Seconded.
too, is the thruple sexual tension. We've got Spike, Drusilla, and Angel. They just want to do it all day long, I think.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah, for sexual tension, I have to agree with you. For like pure heartstrings, I gotta go with my boy Oz later. But like, like we'll do sexual tension belongs to the vamps for sure.
Especially the moment where Spike is like, oh, the Slayer like really got you, blah blah blah, and he like growls and lunges towards Spike and then like kisses him on the forehead, and Spike like giggles, like it's like
it's a lot. It's a lot, guys.
Yeah,
and this is the best it gets, because then it only gets like more sour from there as Spike gets more jealous. But like,
right,
these are the good times.
The good times.
And we like find out in this scene that Angel's ultimate plan is to destabilize Buffy. Like he doesn't want to kill her.
Back to being Angelus,
He
that's
wants
what he
to
does.
eviscerate her emotionally.
Yeah, the only way you can kill this one is to love her, he says later.
Such a good line. And also, I love how Drusilla is so messed up. She's like, oh, you want to mess with her the way you did with me?
Oh
And
my God.
Drew, that's not something to be real excited about.
Yes. Right?
Just remember who you're talking to.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that maybe that exchange happens where I almost gave Drew a jingle, but I had to give it to her early.
Pokes out the doll's eyes.
When she pokes out, so good. It's so good. It's so good. Also, I realized when I was writing down the sexual tension award that their initials spell out sad. I just, this is
Spike, Angel, and Drew.
Oh.
no, it's really neither here nor there, but I was very excited when I noticed it.
Speaking of sexual tension and things surrounding that, oh boy, Xander and Cordelia have kind of an emotional exchange, and Cordelia is like jealous because she thinks that Xander wouldn't die for her the way that he would die for Buffy. What a great way to express that.
This is like the 1-2 punch for me for Cordelia. Like this is how I fall for Cordelia. She first says, "You wouldn't die for me," and then she scrunches her nose up. I can't take it. I know that she's directing it at Xander, which is a bummer for me. But if I'm imagining it directed towards me, I'm in. I'm all in.
Before we get to this like highly fraught triangle situation that happens in the stacks, I want to note one of my favorite douchebag Xander moments.
Yes.
Because this episode is really hard for me because like I loved Xander when I watched it when I was 16. And then when I watched it later, I was like, oh, you're actually the worst. Okay. Oh, you're a bad person. I get it. And you guys I know talk about this a lot on the show, but like that scene where, Buffy's talking to Willow and you can't hear Buffy's side, but she's so upset and Willow's trying to talk her down and Xander goes, say hi for me.
Yes.
And I'm like, Xander, you're the worst human. But this episode is hard because Xander gets to be right about Angel at last.
Yeah.
And that's a bummer.
Yes.
Because like I don't like him to be right about anything. So
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that moment that you just talked about too, say hi for me, is so shitty. And what I love about it is that Willow, like she hangs up the phone and before they cut to the next scene, she's like, say hi for me. Like she's like,
She's not
fuck
having it.
is wrong with
Yeah.
you? Which I appreciate.
What is your damage? Exactly.
Exactly. And this is, I think, I was talking to Jenny about this. It seems like the first episode that we've seen where Xander has really solved a huge problem like on his own, using his own skill set, using his own brain, without really even collaborating. I mean, obviously he needs like Cordelia to help him in this particular way, but I think it's the first time that he's like, I'm Xander and I'm going to do this thing.
Yeah,
And
I've got
they
an idea.
lampshade that, right? By him being like, oh, I'm having a thought. oh, I'm having a plant. Like, basically, is that what this feels like? Like,
Yeah.
To actually be useful for once. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't want to do it. I don't want to talk about this moment with Willow. I really don't. It's like I know that the episode is sad because Buffy and Angel, but
also this is gutting.
It's so I drew a broken heart in my notes. That's how much I was hurting.
Allison Hannigan is like I don't know if this is your experience. My experience growing up is that when Allison Hannigan cried, I cried.
Yes.
It wasn't necessarily true with Buffy, like, because Sarah Michelle Gellar is a good crier, but Allison Hannigan is a great crier.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, oh, please, darling Willow, don't be sad. Don't cry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. We'll make it better. Yeah.
And she has like 3 tiers of sadness in this like one scene. Like she's like upset, angry, and then she's upset, and then she like gets to this final level of devastation when she says, you know, it just means you'd rather be with someone you hate than be with me. Oh God, I can't. And Jenny, you've talked before about like Willow being used precisely as Joanna is saying it worked on her.
The writers talk all the time about that they discovered early on that the quickest way to the sort of like emotional jugular of the audience was hurting Willow.
Oh God.
They love to hurt Willow. But yeah,
they read my bronze.com post. Damn it.
Oh my God.
Oh, what was your new username, you think, on bronze.com?
I definitely did not post on bronze.com. I only read, but I did a Buffy message board on actually a Canadian website was my first message board ever that I joined. Wow. And actually my login name had nothing to do with Buffy. So, and it's kind of embarrassing.
Aren't they all?
We won't pull that one out of you, but
thank you.
And then, okay, so we're just going from like sad to sad here. Because they have this scene with Willow and Xander that's like heartbreaking. And then right after it,
oh no,
not to give us a moment's pause, is the scene between Angel and Buffy, which is...
First, we see like Buffy walk home alone at night, like to her house, and then be like, no. And also, I wanted to mention, since you guys did such a good job of pointing out like how she's in white the last episode, she's in black in this episode. Oh wow! And
wow!
And as she's walking home, and probably when she walks into Angel's apartment full of shoji screens, she a more minor key version of the Buffy Angel love theme plays. Like you were like, oh, I didn't know this could get more poignant. But here it is.
Yeah.
It's like even more dissonant. This is really, really hard. So
it's too much for my heart.
It's so rough.
It's
also apparently they initially shot the scene between Buffy and Angel. Either they shot it or it was supposed to take place in Buffy's house. Like she was supposed to be walking home and then going into her house. And seeing Angel. And later when she's in the library and she's saying like, I should have known when I saw him at the house. He was acting different.
She did say that. She said at the house, and I was like, do you call that little sewer apartment the house? What are you talking about? Right? Not enough shoji screens in the world to turn that into a house. I'm sorry.
Like, where do you find that subterranean, everything is cement apartment? Who is renting that?
Somebody from like 200 years ago. He's just kept the lease up.
Willie the Snitch, maybe.
Yes. But I feel like something that I want to talk about on like a larger scale with this episode is how we feel about the fact that like Buffy has had sex for the first time and it has had like horrific consequences.
We talked about this a little bit last week about how like usually in horror movies the trope is you have sex, you die.
Right.
In this world, you have sex, you die emotionally.
Your boyfriend becomes abusive and
it's not just this show, right? It's like a network TV thing where like if teens have sex, something terrible has to happen to them.
Right.
Just like in horror movies. But I'm inclined to give Buffy a little bit of a pass here only because they have other characters, spoiler alert, have sex later. Other characters have sex on this show and terrible things don't happen to them outside the norm of living in the Hellmouth. There aren't like direct bad consequences of later sex in the series. Yeah. So like I don't feel like the series is necessarily moralizing. And do think that this, like Joss's whole conceit is like, what if the like monsters in your high school were actual monsters? And so I say it like that, but I love the show. But like, every time Joss talks about it, I'm like, I get it. It's a metaphor. So he's like, okay, so here's a scenario that a lot of teenage girls face where like you think you're dating the nice guy and then you have sex with him and then he wants nothing to do with you anymore and he treats you like trash. And what if that happened? But it's because he's lost his soul. Because an ancient Romani curse says if he has an orgasm, he can't. Anyway.
Yes. Yes.
This Romani curse has an orgasm clause. It's fine.
Right.
But God, yeah, that woman who wrote that curse, she was really creative.
She thought of
She was
everything.
like, but if you have an orgasm, then it's over, man. I actually
Does that mean?
No, go ahead.
I mean, I'm just wondering.
Oh, like, can he not pleasure himself? Is that what your question was?
I think it's supposed to be. I think the explanation around that is like true love orgasm, true love plus orgasm.
Orgasm equals
the math. That's the math.
Yeah.
I had love plus orgasm equals negative soul. So.
Oh my god! Yeah, somebody please listening, just like make us a poster or something. That's good. That's really good. I had a practical question too about the math. Here with the soul loss is like, it doesn't seem to make sense to me if you're this woman putting this curse on Angel because he's evil and you're like, I know what would hurt him the most. It would be to have a soul and he has to live with this pain. Shouldn't the like math have been that if he found happiness, he would just die? Like, it seems weird to me that like if the end result of this is he'll go back to being the thing that he was when you cursed him in the first place.
This seems like a curse clause of convenience.
Yeah. He got out on a loophole, I think.
Joss is like, I know we put a Romani curse on him, but what if there's guys, bear with me. Right. First of all, what if Jenny Calendar is a Romani spy? Right. I know we didn't lay any track for it, but it's okay. Second of all, guys, orgasm clause. Right. All right? Let's do it.
I was just going to say, like, back to this, like, using monsters to really get in deep on these, like, high school arcs and stuff. This, like, moment between them when he's like, oh, yeah, that was horrible. Like, you were horrible in bed and whatever, as, like, a device to bring her to her knees, I just felt it, like, gutted me.
It's the quintessential, like, nightmare. Your worst fears of what could happen in that situation.
Right. You're like doing this thing for the first time. You don't know what it is or what you're supposed to do. No one has really properly taught you. And even if they have, you still don't know what the fuck you're doing. And then, and I just like brought myself back to that time in like high school and college when it was like, oh my God, what if I do something wrong? Ugh.
Right, and he's much older, and he has experience, and
much older,
very, very, very much older. And then they've built up for a short season and then a half a season to them saying I love you to each other, and then in the scene when she goes I love you and he goes love you too.
Oh my God, and like the finger guns.
Fuck.
Even when she first sees him and like runs to him and hugs him, the way that he like hugs her back is the worst.
He's an evil genius. We love you, Angelus. We're so happy you're here to cause pain and despair.
And your like logical brain wants to be like, how do you not know, Buffy? But like then when you add to it, like thinking about how she's feeling and how vulnerable she's feeling, it's like, I guess that's why she like couldn't see that this is obviously not the same person. Ugh. And then I'll call you. I don't want to leave this scene without that last line. They were like, I know what'll really put the nail in this coffin.
I'll call you.
I'll call you.
Yes. You've heard me talk about OneSkin before. And whether you're someone who tries every new skincare product that hits the market, or you've been using the same one or two things for years, at some point, most of us realize our skin just isn't keeping up the way it used to. That's what OneSkin changed for me. It didn't just make my existing routine better, it actually works differently than anything else I've tried. As we age, some skin cells stop functioning the way they should. Longevity scientists call them zombie cells. And that's what's actually driving those visible signs of aging, the fine lines, the loss of firmness, the dullness that creeps in over time. And OneSkin's OS1 peptide was specifically engineered to address those. So you're getting everything you expect from great skincare, with OS1 doing something most skincare was never built to do. OneSkin's OS1 Face and OS1 Eye have been a part of my daily routine for several years now. And I got hooked simply by the way my skin responded to the products. I was blown away by the change in the feel of my skin, the texture, and how it looked. Born from over a decade of longevity research, OneSkin's OS1 peptide is proven to target the visible signs of aging, helping you unlock your healthiest skin now and as you age. For a limited time, try OneSkin with 15% off using code BUFFERING at oneskin.co/buffering. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code BUFFERING. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Hi, Kristin here to talk to you about makeup, which probably seems out of character to you because I'm not really a makeup kind of guy. I've never liked the caked on feeling of makeup, and I always thought it was something that people used to try to look more, quote, girly. That's never been my goal either. And so apart from some of the bigger on-camera moments in my life where I can immediately take that makeup off after the fact, I haven't used anything at all. Enter Jones Road. I'm obsessed with the Jones Road Beauty Miracle Balm. It actually enhances your skin instead of masking it with layers of makeup. It's effortless. It looks natural. You can use it as a highlighter, a bronzer, a blush, a lip tint. It is the ultimate no-fuss multitasker. Plus, all of the products that Jones Road Beauty makes are good for your skin. It looks and feels natural, like you're not wearing makeup at all, which clearly has always been my goal. Jones Road also just launched their foundation stick too, so if that's something that is interesting to you, check it out. It is a skincare forward foundation and it delivers buildable real coverage. It feels weightless on your skin. Modern day makeup that's clean, strategic, and multifunctional for effortless routines. For a limited time, our listeners are getting a free gift on their first purchase when they use code BUFFERING at checkout. Just head to jonesroadbeauty.com and use code BUFFERING at checkout. After you purchase, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Starting or growing your own business can be intimidating and lonely at times. Your to-do list may feel endless with new tasks, and lists can easily begin to overrun your life. So finding the right tool that not only helps you out, but simplifies everything as a built-in business partner can be a game changer. For millions of businesses, that tool is Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. From household names like Gymshark, Rare Beauty, and Heinz, to brands just getting started. Shopify has hundreds of ready-to-use templates that can help you build a beautiful online store that matches your brand's style. And you can tackle all the important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics and more. No need to save multiple websites or try to figure out what platform is hosting the tool that you need. And if people haven't heard about your brand, you can get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you, with easy-to-run email and social media campaigns to reach customers wherever they're scrolling or strolling. Start your business today with the industry's best business partner, Shopify, and start hearing. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. That's shopify.com/realm.
Now we have Jenny Calendar and good old Uncle Enyos chatting up what is vengeance. To everyone else, it's something that is like a trade, tit for tat. Mm-hmm. But to us, it's like a living thing that passes through generations, and we serve it forever.
Yeah.
Which is like pretty intense.
Yeah, I like this Uncle Enyos speech.
And we get like sort of the full skinny on like what this scene is for us. Them explaining the mechanics of the curse and like what the loophole is. Mm-hmm. And then later it gets explained for the crew, right, the Scoobies, right, separately.
Yeah, and I kept forgetting that, like, because if I remember anything from this series, because I having only seen it once and having the memory of like a goldfish, don't really hold on to much. But this was like so rooted in me that I didn't even remember that this was the first time you learned it. To me, I was like, this is the thing that everyone knows about this show, right, is this piece.
Yeah, I guess maybe we wouldn't have known before because they never explained it. I don't think they explained it to Angel as they were like cursing him. We curse you forever, but P.S. orgasm clause. My friend Danielle Nussbaum, who listens to your show, hello Danielle.
Hi Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
She is a huge Buffy fan, and she has been trying to figure out like what Buffy tattoo she wants to get for a very long time, because these are the things you should take very seriously. If you get a fandom tattoo, something you like really care about, or any tattoo, you really want to make sure that it is the right thing. And like, you know, she's toying with, like, this is going to mean nothing to some of your listeners, but like a 555 tattoo or something like that. But like, I think I would go with, it is not justice we serve, it is vengeance.
Yeah, nice.
That would
like
be my
across
Buffy.
the shoulders.
Yes, that would be my Buffy tattoo. In like gothic, it is not justice we serve, it is vengeance.
Hell
Someone
yeah.
will be like, why do you have a Sons of Anarchy tattoo? Or like, and I'm like, actually, it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Right. Yeah.
It's
the other
Uncle
Sons of
Enya's,
Anarchy.
obviously. So,
Oh
yeah.
God.
Wow.
Something that struck me, and this is the next scene, so excuse me if I'm cutting anyone off, but the scene between Willow and Xander that happens after the Uncle Enyo scene, where like Willow's heartbroken, right? And she comes back to the school and is like, you know what, this is more important than my heartbreak. And it like mirrors Buffy too. Like I just feel like, again, putting myself back in that place of like first heartbreak, there's no way I would have fought the big bad. Like I wouldn't. I would have been like, everybody go fuck yourselves. I'm going to bed. Like I can't. Like I just think it's incredible that both of them like pull out of these moments. Obviously Buffy's is, well, I mean, who am I to judge whose moment is more intense? But they both pull out of this moment to fight, even though they've just been like knocked. I mean, I don't know. I just
Crushed.
feel like, yeah, like that. Losing your first love, seeing your first love, it's just, you don't stand up from that. And they do.
The thing is, like, I get that, like, Willow is hurt, but I just feel like her take on Cordelia is a little extreme.
Like, what do you mean? Like the hating Cordelia club? The whole spiel?
Well, like, I get hating Cordelia club. Very funny. Love it. You were the treasurer. What? Who
Would I
was
give
taking up?
Xander the responsibility of being treasurer? No.
Well-
It would be what's his name who dies in the first episode, obviously.
Jesse.
Jesse.
Sweet Jesse.
It would be like Willow president, Jesse all the other offices, Xander nothing for you.
Xander gets
Nothing
the
for
sex.
Gretchen Wiener's bye, Xander.
But I love how Willow says, you have gross emotional problems, which incidentally is the name of my forthcoming album. Look for my album, Gross Emotional Problems. Coming soon.
I guess though, if we remember like the first episode of season 1 and like how awful Cordelia is to Willow in that episode.
Yes.
And like we all like Cordelia so much, we do. But like that's because the show has allowed us to see this growth. But like presumably she had been bullying Willow in that fashion for a long time before that. So
Right.
you know, that's something I like, you know, the softer sides of Sears is what I think about when she says stuff like that.
Yes.
Totally. And I think she's just so heightened. Like it's such a gut punch that I feel like what you're saying
You
is
say
like,
the worst thing you
yeah,
can think
you
of.
like dig down deep for like the absolute worst thing you could possibly say, which with Willow is still not that bad. You know what I mean? Like even for
But over the course of this conversation, Xander starts to have an idea. The first idea he's ever had.
yeah,
What a day.
it's a good day for
What
Xander.
a day for Xander. And that idea turns into a plan. But then
The
lights go
out.
in Sunnydale.
This is like, I know there's there's just so many fucking things in this episode that made me so sad. And this is another one, like how they've grown to trust Angel so much that like Willow in the dark is like, oh, it's just Angel. Like nothing bad could possibly happen because Angel is here and it's fine. It just
I mean,
broke.
sure, he sounds like he has rocks in his mouth. I don't know why, but it's fine. This is fine. This is all fine.
Yeah, he smells like a walking chimney, but
This is all fine, guys. This is fine.
so yeah, and then Xander, there's this like moment with Xander where it looks like he has, you know, some sense, some like spidey sense.
Yeah.
That something's going on because he like walks away and he stops without
That's what I'm
cause for
saying.
stopping.
He gets to be right, and I don't like it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. If I could take away anything from this episode, well, first it would be Angel losing his soul. I would take that away. But then second thing would be Xander being right. I would take that away as well. But yeah, so right, Jenny Calendar comes out with the crucifix that she has prepared for this moment.
Of course.
She was lurking in the corner with it for hours,
Yes,
I'm sure.
just waiting. thing.
Looking suspicious.
Yeah.
And you know, and kind of like helps Ricochet. I mean, she helps the situation in terms of like having the crucifix because it's how Xander gets Willow. But really, the moment is like when Buffy is like, I'm fucking right here and I'm gonna fight you. Well,
that too, but also Xander does have, I mean, I will grudgingly give him credit, and again later when his plan is good, but like, you know, he grabs Jenny's crucifix and sneaks up behind Xander to go rescue Willow. So we have to give him some grudging credit for that heroic moment.
Yeah, and a good move. It's like he really does like ricochet Willow off of of Angel. It's like a 3-point move for sure. Yeah. And then wow. I mean, whatever. There's a lot that happens in this scene, but my personal favorite is the way that Angel exits the scene, where he like the doors like are closing and he like backs away looking forward and then moves to the side looking forward. Like it's really, really special. It's really
like a
special.
monster in like a haunted house ride or something.
He's on a track.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I didn't notice that. I have to now rewatch.
Yeah, it's definitely worth going back for.
Yeah, it's a really good exit. And so then we go back to the library, right? Because
because Jenny Calendar's all like, Rupert, don't talk like that in front of the kids.
Not in front of the kids, Rupert.
What?
Yeah,
but those kids have seen so much more intense shit than Jenny Calendar.
I know.
has.
She's confused.
She's all over the place.
Joanna explained it. She's confused. Her whole plot line has just changed right before her eyes. She doesn't know.
Who am I?
She's like, that's not where I dangle it. I don't know what to tell you. But also that we have to like shout out to like the sad shot of Buffy just like fingering her claddagh ring, like desolate in the depths of despair. It's so sad. And then Willow, who's sharp as attack as always, like doesn't get to the bottom of the case, but she's like, how did you know there was something wrong with Angel? Just because he sounded like he had rocks in his mouth. You know, and Jenny's like, I see in the dark, guys. It's fine. It's fine.
Right. Yeah, and then Willow has her second like moment of reckoning
after Giles is like, oh, there must have been an inciting incident, and Buffy's like, gotta go.
Yeah, and then it's that meme with the like lady thinking with math symbols, and it ends with Willow and the math equation of 1 minus 1 soul.
Yes. Giles, shut up.
I love that line.
It's so good. She delivers it so well too.
Yeah.
Oh, right? Just perfectly. And I love this like piece of Willow where, because, you know, the last time we saw Willow talking about sex, she just said like, wow, a bunch of times and was like super giddy about it. But I like this moment because it's like, she's like excited and like, oh my God, this is a thing that like we haven't done and you're doing it for the first time. But then like has the depth of knowledge and understanding to be like, wow, something like this is horrible. Like this is something that no, Giles, you can't understand. And, you know, and Willow can. Oh,
yeah. And Jenny seems to get it too. I feel like both Jenny and Willow are like, cool with Giles. Like, come on, buddy. I like the whole exchange of like Xander drafting Cordelia. I don't like him telling her to wear something trashy like what the hell, Xander, shut the fuck up.
Also, she's wearing
wearing like a sweater set,
like a schoolgirl outfit, like, and not even like that short of a skirt. Yeah. And then Willow saying, "I'll call Oz. He has a van. This is fine. I can play this game."
Yeah,
right. My boyfriend's van is bigger than your girlfriend's. What?
Dad's car. Yeah,
yes, exactly. There it is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. Then, sorry, we've already talked about to kill this girl, you have to love her, but I think it bears repeating
using
and this
psychological
scene,
damage,
right,
as opposed to physical force.
Yeah, and then it's just followed by this like sobbing scene where she's like curled up in her bed, and I just the way that it's edited and like that they give it the time for like the closer pan and then the farther away pan, I just felt like that was really important because it's like this like deep bodily grieving that she's going through, and they don't make it less than that, you know. Like they gave it the room that it needed.
Then she cries herself to sleep.
She takes off the claddagh ring, cries herself to sleep. I just want to glom onto your conversation you had last week and say I also had a claddagh ring in high school, probably because of this show, I would guess.
Hell yeah.
And And then when she falls asleep, she dreams of sexy times. And I think we get more of the sexy time scenes in this episode. I mean, it's still very artfully shot, but like more than we did in the actual losing the virginity scene in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, way more. And also way more claddagh. That was something that
Lots of claddagh.
We were
a
like
lot of
full
claddagh.
Yeah. Claddagh on claddagh action. Yep.
I said when we were watching it, I was like, "Oh, there's so much claddagh," and Jenny was like, "Well, Kristin, there's 2 of them." Like,
It could be either in any given shot.
Yeah.
So divide those claddagh shots by 2, please.
Yeah. Boreanaz just has like really delicate hands. You don't know what you're looking at.
Right. Sexy time. And yeah, I mean, we got nothing in Surprise, really. It was like the lights went out and that was it.
Oh, okay.
So
this is the scene. Yeah. And I remember them doing the like, because Joss directed this episode, and I remember like I've always thought about how like the swinging light that they use in this, right? Because they just like, is really effective and
very dreamlike.
Yeah. And then you just get a lot of like fluster producing noises. And your teen self is like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I want to make sure that everyone listening to this gets to experience what I experienced both times watching this sex scene with Jenny. Like, in case you're like, oh wow, it's a sexy scene, you two are married, maybe you like at least are normal people next to each other. Jenny looks like a turtle with her like head pulled back like 40 feet and her mouth like in one line where she's like, are you? I mean, you should talk about what you're feeling, but it looks like you're horrified, especially when there's a moan. When there's a moan, forget it. Her head, you think her head's back as far as it can go, and then it like shoots back.
There are just like a lot. It's like very ASMR, like such close, tiny mouth noises. Like I just feel like
Are you saying
something's being inflicted?
All sex scenes or this specific sex scene?
No. This specific
provokes a turtle effect on you.
This specific sex scene. No thank. I mean, great job, everyone. But also like
yeah, it turns you into a turtle. The swinging light. I'm glad you said that because I didn't know what to call that. But that effect reminds me too of the. Do you remember the sex scene in But I'm a Cheerleader, of all things? But like,
oh yeah.
It's very similar. It's like light kind of like moving around and you don't really see anything, but you feel like you're seeing things,
right?
You know?
You see, that's, I mean, this scene really does not show you that much, but you know, as you guys are saying, like the audio does a lot of the showing for you, and then it's mostly crumpled sheets and claddagh and swinging lights and gentle moans, and you're like, oh god,
crumpled sheets and claddagh. I know you've already called your next album title, but can the one after that be called
crumpled sheets and claddagh? Of course.
So then the sexy dream turns to like this classic horror lighting where it's like so bright and
so blown out.
And Angel's in the daylight, which of course is not possible. And he tells Buffy, she has to look. What does he say specifically?
You have to know where to look.
You have to know what to see.
Oh, whoops.
There it
you
is.
have to know what to
thank
see.
God. See, 3 brains. Take 3.
We did it.
I had nothing. You had part of it. Joanna had everything.
Really, it just took one brain.
And then she fucking wakes up. I can't. Like,
she wakes up. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I have to
please.
just butt in.
Mm-hmm.
She wakes up not on her doily pillow. She wakes up on a leopard pillow. Do you think that the recurring animal prints in this episode have anything to do with the fact that she has had sex?
Like
Yes.
Do you think Joyce came in and like tucked a leopard print pillow under her like?
Oh my god!
Joyce came home from the gallery and she's like, "It's clear that my daughter's been crying and is fully clothed on top of her bed sheets. Let me tuck this cheetah print pillow under her head."
Yes, she was like, Buffy seems like she's gone through a rite of passage. Perhaps she's boned her vampire boyfriend. I know what she needs.
The traditional gift for that occasion.
Yeah,
it's of our people. It's fine.
So then she takes her head off of that animal print pillow. And like, first of all, something I didn't notice when we watched it the first time is that she puts the fucking crucifix on. Like the angel crucifix that she like made her upset. She like has it around her neck. She storms into the school.
Wearing the cutest flimsiest top of all time. She's like tearing through the halls in a barely there cami, and it's like so cute. And yeah.
And then like the class is happening. She doesn't care. She just I feel like even though I know her hand wasn't extended in front of her in like a grip motion the whole time, like I picture it like that, you know? Just straight for the jugular on Jenny Calendar, throws her on the desk to a cheer, in case you're wondering what was happening in our living room at that moment. Yes. Jenny and I both cheered. For her knocking Jenny Calendar down. Not that I want well, I kind of want Jenny Calendar to get knocked down, but whatever.
I mean,
I understand.
It's situational.
Right, it's situational.
A little retribution. She's owed that, yeah.
And to Jenny Calendar's credit, you know, like she immediately owns up to it. She doesn't try any of her like sneaky hallway lurking shit anymore. Yeah. She's like, okay, fine. You're the Slayer. You will literally snap my bones into tiny pieces.
I didn't know. This moment for Giles too. Okay, so like my ranking of like if you hurt them, I'm hurt goes Willow 1, Giles 2. Mm-hmm. So like Giles being like Willow being like Buffy, stop beating up my girlfriend. She's a cyber pagan. She's the best. Come on. And then like Jenny admits it, and he's like crumpled. She's his heart. You know what I mean? Like it's like, just so sad.
This is like a classic thing that I mean, this is like a total She's All That, where like you find something out about somebody you're dating that indicates that it's possible that your relationship was never even real to begin with.
Right. The whole thing could have been a lie. It could have been a dare.
Was it ever real? Was it ever true?
Exactly.
Right. Poor Giles. And then to Giles' credit, like, he gets this, like, it's like everybody's heart is broken in this episode at different levels. But Giles, too, like, he does not miss a beat. He's like, this hurts me, and yet I know what I need to do. Like, I need to stand by Buffy. I need to protect Buffy. I need to let Buffy know I respect her. Like, even though he's hurting.
And then Buffy has this thing, and this is, like, a recurring thing that the show explores of, like guilt and shame over being a girl or being in love and all this sort of stuff like that. And so Buffy says, so it was me, I did it. And like, you know, for her to take all that on herself when obviously, no, it wasn't you. You didn't do it. Like, come on, poor Buff. But like, that's her interpretation of the facts. So.
Right. Of like self-blaming and, you know, and also like that attachment. I mean, I just think that's like the line, right, of like pleasure to like, I can't, if I'm going to experience pleasure, it must also result in like something not good. Which is something that I think like so many people walk with, you know, like there's so much conflict and like shame and weirdness placed around sex, especially as a woman, that again, there goes Joss down his rabbit hole.
Yeah. And also Buffy has to sort of like in learning what exactly is going on and what has happened to make Angel Angelus, she has to indicate essentially to her watcher dad that she had sex.
Right, which adds like a whole nother level of
whoever wants
nobody
to
wants
know.
To. But he couldn't possibly, I know I'm skipping ahead, but like he couldn't possibly deal with it better.
Oh God, the end. But like, Giles is basically, I don't think he actually cleans his glasses in this scene, but he's like inside. He's furiously cleaning his glasses. Yes. Because he doesn't want to know this.
Yeah, he's gone too far and he cannot turn back.
Oh my God.
So then Uncle Enyos, R.I.P.
Well, so this is a really fun cut actually, right? Because Jenny's like, I can take you to someone who knows something or something like that, right? Yeah. She says some lead in line, and then it cuts to Uncle Enyos where he starts talking. You hear someone come to the room, he starts talking, and you think he's talking to Buffy, and then it's Angel. How did Angel find out about Uncle Enyos? We don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe Drusilla had a vision. We don't know, but he
looked up like the Calderosh directory in Sunnydale.
Yeah,
there's only one other Calderosh here. Staying at the hotel.
He didn't actually know about Jenny, so like, you know, there's no.
Yeah, it's true. And you also brought up, and we're assuming, I guess, that he's staying at a hotel, but the other,
it looks hotel-y.
It does.
And otherwise, how could
he have gotten in?
Angelus just enter without an invitation.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, it does look like motel art, like on the wall and stuff like that. So
it did.
Okay,
before Angel does his art on the wall.
Oh God. But quick interjection. Does that mean, like, what's the deal with Airbnbs? Are Can vampires
Ooh.
enter an Airbnb? I'm wondering for my future lodging.
Right.
Needs.
Because it's like
I think
safety.
I think they can't unless they sign, like, you have to, aren't you like basically signing a contract when you sort of enter into an agreement with an Airbnb?
Yes.
So I feel like if he goes on the website and registers and jealous 29, like, I don't know why I picked 29. It's not a significant number. And then like signs the contract, I feel like then he can go in.
Interesting. Yeah,
wow,
because
there's a lot here.
Right, it is both someone's home and a place of lodging for others. Interesting. So the wall art, you brought it up.
What a bummer.
Because at first, when I first was watching this, I was like, why is he even, I didn't even think about the fact that how would he know who this is, but I was like, why is he even bothering killing Uncle Enyos? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, it seemed like he had bigger fish to fry than this. And then I realized, oh, right, he's using this as one more tool to manipulate Buffy. Like, he knew Buffy was going to be there, and he knew he could like leave her a message. And
But it was also like when at the end of the conversation between Jenny and Uncle Enyos, wasn't he saying like maybe there's something I can do? But yeah, I feel like if there's a possibility of Uncle Enyos like having any deeper Calderesh knowledge that he could impart that could help anyone, like, you know, recurse Angel, because that's what Buffy wants. Then he cuts that resource off, you know, at the knees.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, so now we get Cordy in her beautiful gear.
Her trashier outfit.
Which, like, I am super into.
I had pants made out of that silver material in high school. Just
absolutely. I think a lot of people had various clothing items made out of that. So that was a good couple of years for the industry who made silver fabric.
Yeah, I feel like at least two of the Spice Girls wore something similar.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Alex Mack, I'm pretty sure, was wearing something like that at some point.
100%.
So, you know.
But yeah, and she has this wonderful, Cordelia has a wonderful moment where she's like, I'm not a soldier, am I? Like, she's like, Xander really hit the nail on the head with like who he needed to bring for this particular moment. Like Cordelia, without knowing anything, is perfect in this scene.
Yeah, and we find out that Xander still remembers all of the military knowledge he gained when he was turned into his
That's kind of fun.
Costume.
Like, that's a cause of convenience I kind of like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, they very definitely were just like, hey, what if we retcon it that Xander remembers all of his Halloween stuff? And my question is, like, what does Willow remember?
Yeah.
Could Buffy, like, rattle off, like, courtly etiquette or something like that if she needed to? You know, these are my questions.
Well, maybe wearing that outfit helped Willow prepare to ask Oz if he wanted to make out with her.
Oz's delivery of the one word when he just says, what? After Willow asks if he wants to make out with her is one of my favorite Oz moments. It's also one of my favorite Seth Green moments. It's just such great acting. And this whole scene, I mean, this is, Joanna, perhaps you want to talk about this because I know you were like, listen, sexual tension, fine, but everybody out of my way when we get to Willow and Oz. So
you guys, okay, like, here's the thing. We haven't met face to face, even though I feel like I know you, but like, I'm quite tall. And I had like a rule, I still have a rule all through my life, is that like, the guy, you know, sorry, shorter gentleman of the world, but the guy has to be taller than I am in order for me to be interested in him. That's my shallow, superficial thing that I need. Yeah. And my exception is Seth Green because he is like a tiny little man, but like I love Oz so much, and like this scene is one of the main reasons I could like say word for word. I wasn't saying it word for word, but I could. Like, he's like the Willow kissage, like, you know, even like cutesy like Whedonese Willow kissage. I'm like, yep, that's vital to my teenage experience. Yeah. Or when he says that's on the empty side, like all of this, you know, and then Allison Hannigan's face as the camera just like stays on her face as she just stares at him and is like, oh, this is what it's like when someone loves you or likes you. It's not like you're not pining after someone who treats you like, you know, just a pal or garbage sometimes, you know, like this is what it's like. And it's just like, oh, doesn't get better than Willow and Oz, in my opinion.
No. Oh my God. And the way he caps it off with, in my fantasy, when I'm kissing you, you're kissing me.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's okay, I'll wait. And you're just like, oh my God, okay.
No, so, perfect.
Setting
it's
Impossible Boys for Impossible bars for future boyfriends.
Yeah, seriously.
For all time.
Yeah.
My note, and this is just the Oz and then the equal sign and then perfect. So.
Oh, it's a lot of good math in this.
Yeah. A lot of great math. So then Buffy, right, we have this like scene before the commercial break where she's like, I'm going to kill him. Like, I know what I need to do and I need to kill him. And when we come back, we get, I think was up for Sexual Tension Award number 2, the trio of the judge, Drusilla, and Angel. I just love the three of them. I love this moment where Angel calls the judge Spiffy, and the judge is like, Spiffy? Like, he like doesn't understand. It's just cute. It's
you guys,
cute.
maybe controversial opinion, but they killed the judge too soon, right?
Yes.
Like we should have gotten 2 more episodes of the judge being like, basically like Data from Star Trek or something like that, being like, what are your human ways? I find them so confusing.
Right? Just like awkwardly kneeling in the corner and being like, leave me alone. Like, I'm preparing. Yeah, I'm preparing.
I have a bone to pick with so the judge earlier says he smells humanity on Drusilla and Spike because they love each other, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he touches Angel, he's like, this one cannot be burned. He is pure, right? And we were like, oh, Angel's evil. But isn't the whole premise like that Angel's still Angelus loves Buffy? Like he's obsessed with Buffy. He loves her. Like I think he still loves her. There's that like creepy obsession angle to it, but there's,
right.
I mean.
But maybe it's that like through like what happens to that love when you take away the humanity kind of a deal, like
alchemizes into something different.
And it like it's still there, but it appears that if it like happens in different ways, whereas like Spike and Drew, like they'll like cuddle with each other. There's actually a moment in this episode that I found really interesting where Spike puts his hand on Drusilla's like stomach in a way that like it looked like
it was like she was pregnant.
Yes,
yes,
it did. Yeah. It was like, but I feel like they just have this like very compassionate thing that I don't know that I guess ain't. I don't know. We have to ask the judge. Does anybody have the judge?
Yeah. Can you guys please get Brian Thompson to be a guest on your show?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. We want that. I actually was pulling up all of Brian Thompson's IMDb data very recently so that we can have him on. I mean, we can have him on at any point. I feel like he's been 2 characters already. Like, so then there's this Giles moment where.
So good.
Right? They're like opening up the weapon and Jenny Calendar is just really good at like popping up in like the little space of the frame that isn't full of anything. She's like, hey guys, how do you need help
Not now, Jenny.
Yeah. And Buffy says, get out. And then, Giles, she said, get out.
Number 1 dad alert.
Number 1. He stands.
World's greatest dad.
Stands right by her. And then we go to the mall.
Yay, the mall.
The second time we're in the Sunnydale Mall, right? This is time.
Wait, so is that the same set they use in Bad Eggs?
I don't think so.
Because to me, it looks like something else that's been dressed up to look mall-ish.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
Agree.
Exactly.
Like in Bad Eggs, it was like definitely a mall.
A mall.
Yeah. And this, they're like, let's put a cash register on a table.
Yeah.
Because even
people will have shopping bags, but there will be no stores visible.
Yeah. Exactly. There's no stores. They're just lining up. I mean, we get like a bit of a movie theater sort of a hallway later, but like, yeah, I know where people would I would know where I would go. Like, I love all of that setup because it's like the Bronze, obviously. Nope, Bronze is closed. Okay, where's the other place?
Right.
Oh, the mall. That place we've been once before and I think never go again.
Right. And then I feel like there's also a general lack of concern amongst the shoppers. Like, I know that the judge doesn't actually start frying people right away, but he
actually does fry.
He fries one guy right off the bat.
But like even before, the guy is blue. He's the size of like a tank, and he's just I just feel like that alone should have caused like a murmur from the crowd, and yet everyone's like,
yeah, like is this tied into Quest for Camelot?
Yeah,
the movie that's currently screening.
I was watching this episode. I'm like, soon I will get to see the poster for Quest for Camelot. It's like part of my ritual of watching this episode is like the time capsule that is like the only way people remember that movie exists is because the posters in this
God.
I was like bracing myself for it. I was like, are there other posters? I was like, I know the Quest for Camelot posters there. Are there other posters? And I was like, no, it's Quest for Camelot no matter what the angle. And then I think there's also like a cardboard Quest for Camelot standee. So I feel like Quest for Camelot like sponsored this episode, it feels like.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would love to be able to dig
Or maybe
that
it was
information up.
produced by is it the Kazooies?
Oh, yes.
That own Buffy, basically.
Oh, interesting. They were like, we know how to work this shot.
Yes.
So then, right. So first of all, nobody at the mall responds. Second of all, no one in the Scooby Gang seems concerned at all that there are just a million people in the mall.
A million civilians.
When they are shooting off. Does anyone know the name of this
I
weapon?
think it's a bazooka.
It's a bazooka. No weapon forged. I feel like we just need to say no. We hadn't said it yet this episode. I think no weapon forged. That's an important thing to say. It takes an army. No weapon forged. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually my tattoo. That's my Buffy tattoo. It's just no context. It's just going to be no weapon forged. But yeah, like what about the civilians here, guys? I mean,
I feel like Cordelia could have been on crowd control of like, get out of here.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Something.
Right. Anything. Just anything. And then this, like, I love the slow-mo of Drew and Angel, like over, like leaping over the railing, landing on the floor, and then Drusilla like throwing her Drusilla tantrum that her plan hasn't
spectacular.
Gone. Yeah,
there's so many comedy moments in this episode, in any given Buffy episode, but I never laugh hardest. The hardest that I laugh is the moment where Drew and Angel realize what that weapon is. That they're fucked. They don't even try with the judge. They're like, screw this guy. They look at each other, just screw this guy, and jump. And it is so funny to me. They're like, we got this big plan. We're gonna burn the humanity. Oh no. Like, screw our guy that we spent so long trying to assemble.
Yeah.
Right. Just like bail. It's a great moment.
Limbs and torsos and heads pulled from every corner of the earth.
Right?
All that hard work.
Screw that guy.
Screw that guy.
Yeah, and we should note, I guess, that this was the pan up on Buffy is the classic opening credits shot, right?
Yes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then my next note is Getting Wet Part 2.
I thought my God. Because I was listening to your Surprise episode and I was like, I hadn't thought about all the getting wet in Surprise. And then when the sprinklers went on, I was like, oh, and we're back.
Which is like hilarious, but also, totally a device to be like, hey, remember, because that's exactly what's happening here. It's like right there. They're getting, well, I mean, they're not going to have sex, but they're like, this moment between them that has passed between them is a part of the fight scene that is about to happen. The sexual tension is certainly there in the fight. And then the reason that Buffy can't yet kill him is because of like what has passed between them.
Yeah.
And like, exactly.
Oh my God. And he says like, you made me the man I am today. It's like really so driving it home.
So dark. And then, probably a lot of people who are listening right now are like, guys, we were working to the end of the episode and nobody has brought up a key point in all of your podcast episodes. But don't worry, because Buffy can't kill Angel, but she can kick him really hard in the balls. What do you think that represents, Jenny?
Well, I think that represents smashing the patriarchy.
Yes. Nailed it.
And I just
my note here says kicks him in the dick.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, mine just dick period, kick period is my actual words.
Also, like, please don't write to us, but I'm just wondering aloud with no expectation of anyone, please do not write to us.
You're really asking for it, Jenny.
I know. But like, what is it that makes it so painful and so sensitive for
what makes it so painful to be kicked in the balls?
Yes. What makes it so painful to be kicked in the balls?
I think it's just a million billion nerve endings. That's what I think. That's my scientific hypothesis.
Are all of your nerve endings intact when you're undead? I'm having a hard time buying
and your
deep,
blood
very
flow,
powerful, very powerful, strong, evil, fueled by his like psychotic rage.
Right.
But he's felled by a kick to the junk.
I'm with you. Even if he had the same feeling in his balls as other people have in their balls, I just feel like the whole purpose of him as a vamp is that he's like the strongest vamp in the like. I feel like he probably shouldn't have gone down as hard.
But that moment is for Buffy, and that moment is like for us. We need
and I'll take
something.
It. Yes, we'll take
after everything he's done all episode.
We'll take it, and also like it's followed. I love this fucking line too, where she like kicks him in the dick. And then she's like, give me time.
Yes, give me time. Maybe that'll be my tattoo. Give me time.
You're gonna get a full sleeve.
You guys,
and plus your back rocker.
It's just gonna be my entire arm, a lot of phrases. The giraffe pants will be incorporated.
Great. This is great.
Wait, you should just get
You
should just get giraffe print tattooed on the whole entire lower half of your body.
Of your legs? Just your legs in giraffe print?
Are you saying permanent giraffe pants?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Joanna.
Yes.
Oh my
I never knew it could be possible. I want to say really quickly that we did skip over the judge going, what does he say? Like, what's that? Or what's that do? What's that do? Yeah, it's a pretty good line.
The judge, you're right. The judge should have stayed around, man. The judge is a great character.
And then, and also Cordelia has that great line where she's like, where they're like, go pick up the pieces of the judge. She's like, pieces, we get the pieces. Our job sucks. And then we got that great moment where Oz just points at a bit and goes, arm. Like,
why is Oz not doing any of the lifting is a question.
I feel like Oz drove us here, so.
Yeah, and like he's integrating, he just learned about vampires like the last episode that we saw. So he needs a minute.
Yeah.
He's adjusting. So Buffy says, give me time. And then we get we cut after this very self-aware scene for Buffy, I think. That's what I loved about it, which I didn't say, was just that like not only is she saying like I will be able to do this, but she's very aware of the fact like she needs to build up her strength and like kind of is okay with the fact that she isn't there yet, which I love. And then we get to your favorite car. I wrote down Old Jalopy. I don't know why I wrote Old Jalopy, but that's what I called Giles' car.
Jalopy, yeah.
Yeah, but I wrote it Jalopy.
It's a Citroen, or that's not how you say it, but Citroen.
Yeah, Citroen, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody wrote us a very detailed email, including the phonetic pronunciation.
Citroen?
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, person who wrote us that great
No, it was
email.
great. It was a great email. We read it on the mailbag.
We just can't remember anything.
But yeah, so Giles is in his they have this like perfect dad
it's so sweet
exchange that
God
is really important too. Like I feel like it is really, I don't know, it's just like this critical moment of her being like, I did this, like just really feeling guilt, and Giles being like, no, like, you didn't, like I can give you what you want, but I like, I know what you're after is guilt, but I can't give you that because I don't feel that about you. And him saying like an angel loved you too,
Oh yeah.
Which seems so important.
Like validating.
To say to her, right, that like, when you go through a heartbreak and you look back and you're like, I was such a fool. It's like, well, no, like there were what happened was real. Like what happened before was real. And even though it's not there anymore, it doesn't take away from the fact that it was there once. So Giles just nails it. And she gets moments with both of her parents, because then she leaves Giles and she goes into the couch with Joyce.
Yeah, but Joyce doesn't know, and it's so unfair. Like, Giles gets to know this about Buffy, but Joyce doesn't. And I think it like, without spoiling anything, I think like bearing that in mind later, in the series is good, of like all the things that Joyce is missing in her daughter's life that her daughter is keeping secret from her, which is true of any teenager, but like, extremely so for Buffy. I like how sometimes when Buffy talks to her mom in code, right, she sometimes will say things like the metaphor, the other side of the metaphor, and Joyce can be an understanding good mom then, but she gives her mom nothing and just says creepy things like, I'll just let my birthday candles burn. It's like the most Hot Topic goth thing anyone's ever said.
Right? And what'd you do for your birthday? I got older.
Yeah. God. But I do love that they're like wearing their like matching socks and PJ, like their whole little like cozy, comfy getup is so cute, and their black and white movie tradition, and
it's so sweet. It really is. And like, and I obviously without spoiling things, but like we have talked too before about this like coming out kind of a narrative, and I think that that is what you're talking about here too, of like, yeah, okay, fine. Like most teenagers don't share everything with their parents, but there's like this wall up where she can't even really tell Joyce anything. Like she can't explain why she's hurting, which, you know, for me, a person remembering being a teenager and having my heart broken by the first girl I ever kissed, like, you know, I couldn't even like roll my eyes and be like, you know, Mom, this thing happened, leave me alone. You know, like I couldn't even do that. I couldn't say anything. So yeah. This show.
And we should mention that this is the first of the Buffy birthday episodes, which will become a thing. But
right.
So, but this is there isn't a season 1 version of it, so this is where it all starts.
Right here together. Wow. So I think we've done it. I think
we have truly done it.
Joanna, this was such a dream.
You guys, it was such a dream for me. Huge. I'm so excited. I could do this. Please, anytime. Like, if a guest cancels like last minute, just like call me and be like, Joanna, do you want to ramble for an hour and a half about a Buffy episode? I'll be like, depends. Is it season 6?
Yeah.
No.
We'll be like, Joanna, how many podcasts have you done today? And if you say less than 3, then you're on.
But thank you guys so much. And thank you for doing this show in general. And like for all the people who are watching this show for the first time, so that they can follow along with you guys. I just think it's a really cool thing you're doing. So thank you for doing it.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. When we first started making this podcast, Kristin was like, who do you want to get on the show? And I was like, my number 1 dream guest is Joanna Robinson, my favorite podcaster.
Yeah. And
now here we are.
You guys asked me like a while ago. When you guys asked me, I was like, yes.
Yeah. Then I do. This is like a common.
Yes.
This is a common pattern because then immediately I like went to Twitter, I think, and I tweeted at you, or you had just. It was funny because you would like, of course, to very telling, you had just tweeted something about Buffy.
It must be a Tuesday. Joanna tweeted something about Buffy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I was like, Jenny, it's fine. It's done. Joanna Robinson is going to be on our podcast.
Yeah.
Ta-da. And now it has happened.
I guess we can quit. This is our last episode.
Yeah, this is it. Oh my God, don't even say that. I feel like everyone is so
Don't
scarred.
Don't write in.
So many people are like, will you finish? Like, I feel like they've all been left at the altar so many times with people stopping in the middle of like season 3 with Buffy podcasts. We're going to make it to the end, guys. Don't you worry.
You're going to go all the way. All right.
We're going to go all the way. How thematic.
Wow. Okay. So, Joanna Robinson, gift from the heavens. Could you please tell the good people listening to our show where they can find more of you on the internet?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at treasure of the I Hate Cordelia Club. No, I'm at Joe Wrote This. You can find me, my work on vanityfair.com. You can listen to a few of the podcasts that I do right now. I'm doing Storm of Spoilers, Gen Pop, and Little Gold Men.
You want to read and listen to all of those things. Trust us when we tell you that.
I'm Jenny Owen Youngs, and when I'm not making this podcast, which is an increasingly smaller portion of my life's pie chart as the days go on, I am usually writing songs and recording songs and playing shows and being a musician, and you can learn more about me and hear some of those songs at jennyowenyoungs.com/buffering. And you can give me a shout, as many of you have been doing recently, in various literal forms, on Twitter at Jenny Owen Youngs.
Yes, and I am Kristin Russo. You can find me on Twitter at Kristin Noeline. That's KristinNoeline, which is my middle name. My middle name is Noeline. A lot of people very close to me, people I've known for a long time, have suddenly started to say, wait, what is that word, though, that you keep spelling? Because no one knew it was my middle name.
Do you feel seen now?
I feel seen. It's a variation on Noel. You're all welcome. Anyhow, you can find me over on Twitter at Kristin Noeline, and you can also learn more about the work that I do with LGBTQ young people and their families over at everyoneisgay.com or mykidisgay.com, or you can just learn more about me at KristinNoeline.com.
Buffering the Vampire Slayer is on Twitter and Facebook at BufferingCast, and you can also drop us an email at bufferingthevampireslayer@gmail.com.
There are so very many ways that you can help support the work that we do here at BufferingCast. You can go on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/BufferingCast and find all sorts of fun things that you can get in exchange for supporting this work here. As a matter of fact, Just a few days ago, we did a Buffy watch. We all watched the episode Surprise together in our secret little group.
It was so cute.
It was so wonderful. And, it was really wonderful to watch with all of you that joined us. But what I loved even more, perhaps, than the fact that we watched Surprise all together was that because everyone is part of this little secret group now, a lot of you got together after we watched Surprise and created your own party and watched Innocence together after we left. Oh, it was our favorite thing. Anyhow, you can find
so sweet.
It was so sweet. You can find out all about that over on Patreon. You can also go to iTunes and leave us a review. We love good reviews. We love them. So please keep them coming. Thank you for that. And of course, as we mentioned in the beginning of the show, we have a listener survey happening right now. You can find it over at podsurvey.com/Buffy. podsurvey.com/Buffy. You go over there, take a quick anonymous survey. It helps us get to know you. It helps us get some advertisers on this show, which is really helpful as well. And you can enter to win a $100 Amazon gift card just by filling out that little survey. So thank you in advance for all of your help and all of your support. You guys rule. We love you.
Praise. And thank you again for joining us, Joanna. If you don't mind howling out with us, that would be
Oh
a
my
dream.
God, I really want to.
Well, that's staying in.
Okay. Till next time.
Ooh. That was good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Shadow that lit up my heart, your stare that took me apart. How could I belong in anyone else's arms? Shadow that lit up my heart. Looking back, I can only ask, who was that? Who was that? I know that you were standing here, your face, your words, your heart so clear, but who was that? Held you so close, how it burned when we kissed. Time stopped its turn. And how could I belong in anyone else's arms? Held you so close, how it burned. Looking back, I can only ask, who was that? Who was that? I know that I was standing here, my face, my words, my heart so clear, but
The war is over, and both sides lost. Kingdoms were reduced to cinders, and armies scattered like bones in the dust. Now the survivors claw to what's left of a broken world, praying the darkness chooses someone else tonight. But in the Shadow Dark, the darkness always wins. This is old school adventuring at its most cruel. Your torch ticks down in real time, and when that flame dies, something else rises to finish the job. This is a brutal rules-light nightmare with a story that emerges organically based on the decisions that the characters make. This is what it felt like to play RPGs in the 80s, and man, it is so good to be back. Join the Glass Cannon podcast as we plunge into the Shadow Dark every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/theglasscannon, with the podcast version dropping the next day. See what everybody's talking about and join us in the dark.
From the parents behind Law & Order comes a mystery the whole family can enjoy. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries. Step into the whimsical world of Patrick Picklebottom, a precocious 11-year-old with a love for reading and an uncanny ability to solve mysteries. Inspired by the beloved children's book of the same name, this podcast vividly brings Patrick's tales of deduction and everyday adventures to life as he unravels baffling enigmas and solves clever cases. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries is perfect for kids and is just as entertaining for grown-ups who love a good mystery. The whole family can listen now wherever you get your podcasts.